All right, this real short video, we're going to have a look at what we call Pythagoras' theorem. You may have heard of it before. It's a relationship that we can use to find the sides in right-angled triangles. And it's really important. This only works for right-angled triangles. So only triangles that have a 90-degree angle down here. Otherwise, we can't use it. So in a right-angled triangle, we know that the side opposite the right angle, which is also the longest side, is called the hypotenuse. Okay, so we might just shorten that to hype, HYP for now, so that we don't have to write that big long word every time. The other two sides, I'm going to call them side A across here and side B. Now, it doesn't matter which one you call A and B. You can swap them around. It's the hypotenuse that has to always be the one that's opposite the right angle. Now, here's what Pythagoras' theorem says. If I take the length of that hypotenuse and I square it, it is equal to the length of side A squared plus the length of side B squared. And that, in a nutshell, is it. If I square the length of the hypotenuse, it's the same as adding together the squares of side A and side B. So let's look at an example with some numbers and see if it actually works this way. I've got a right angle triangle with 3 centimeter and 4 centimeter sides, and I'd like to calculate how long this hypotenuse is. So I'm going to use my formula, and it doesn't matter which one of these is side A and which is side B. Okay, so I've just labeled the bottom one side A. So my formula says the hypotenuse squared is the same as side A squared plus side B squared, and that's where these numbers come from. Side A, I've replaced the 4 and substituted it into here, and for side B, I've taken the 3 and substituted it into here. I can square those numbers and get their actual values. So 4 squared gives me 16, 3 squared gives me 9. I'm going to add them together, I get 25. So I know that the length of the hypotenuse, whatever it is, if I square it, I'll get 25. Now here's the last important step. To undo a squared number, we square root it, so the opposite. So I've got a value for hypotenuse squared, but I want the hypotenuse. So I square root both sides, and this is what I get. My hypotenuse, now, it's no longer squared, it's just the hypotenuse, and I've square rooted this number. In my calculator, I can work out that the square root of 25 is 5, so the length of my hypotenuse is 5 centimeters. That's a quick intro to Pythagoras' theorem and how to use it.